I'm Claire Cannon from the Good Reading Guide. Today I've pulled out a collection of wonderful books that can keep you sane through university or college. It's a time when everything gets challenged, and I remember reading some of these books on the way home after a difficult class and feeling the relief that people who were much smarter than me had the same values and could guide me through. I had to stop myself today because there are so many I could go on forever. These are just a tiny selection of what we have in the humanities section of the Good Reading Guide. The Best Things in Life by Peter Kreeft. Kreeft writes for college students. Socrates himself comes to a contemporary university and asks some students what they're striving for in life. Why do we want an education in the first place? What can money do for us? What about sex, drugs, and popular culture? What is success and what is power? The part I found most helpful was a couple of pages at the back which summarise key explanations of objective truth and values which are held in common between different cultures. That little section is worth memorising. 10 Universal Principles by Robert Spitzer. This one is worth taking your time over. It goes into a little more detail than Kreeft's book. It explains 10 principles that define how every human person should be treated and how to approach difficult issues that have an impact on people. If you follow these principles in academic and professional cases, you will ensure that human rights and justice are respected. Some of them we might know already, like the end does not justify the means, but others are less commonly understood, like every human being deserves to be valued as if it were fully developed, not according to the level of development currently achieved. This is essential reading for students in the sciences or medicine, law, communications, politics. I'd like to memorise the whole book. Common Nonsense by Ermatinger presents 25 fallacies which are often presumed to be true. They cover a wide range of things, from whether we can know that something is true, to the delusion that I'm free to do whatever I want, or that if you're following orders, you're not personally responsible. A couple of chapters make a reference to God if relevant for the topic, but most are based on ethics. It has very short chapters with lots of subheadings which act as signposts, making it easy to use as a reference text. The Elements of Style by William Strunk and E.B. White. This book explains the basic principles of plain English, which sadly are not so commonly practiced by students today. It is the go-to guide for creating clear, engaging writing. It's a little bit like reading a dictionary, but this edition has striking illustrations which give a kind of energy and clarity to the text. Every student should keep this book close by. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Covey. Time at college or university is a preparation for life afterwards, so it's probably the best time to get your life in order. Covey's 7 Habits can transform your life. It's hard not to get excited when you read this book because it makes you see the amazing potential your life could have. The habits are about living well, being proactive and taking initiative, knowing what you're aiming for, how to prioritise, how to get along with other people, valuing cooperative creativity, and how to replenish your strength and enthusiasm. Just a little of this book each day could turn a student's life around. This really is just a tiny selection of all the books we recommend for students, but they're a great place to start. You can read all of the reviews on the Good Reading Guide.